going on, guys? Me, David Decker Films here. Welcome back to an episode of Madden 17, New York Giants online franchise with Matt. In this episode is week number 9 of the 3rd season here, and it is our bye week, so there is no game, but we will be taking a look at stats and everything like that. Top of the NFL are the Seattle Seahawks, top of the AFC are the Cincinnati Bengals, and in the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks sit on top. Now let's take a look at where we are compared to the other teams. The Washington Redskins are 6-2, the Dallas Cowboys are 5-2, us, the New York Giants, are 4-4, and the Philadelphia Eagles are at a pitiful 1-6. So, I mean, we compare pretty well to those other teams. I mean, we have a very tough division this year, and, I mean, we're sitting there at 4-4. We're not playing as good as we did last year or the year before that. We need to step up. There's just small things that are really costing us, and now let's take a look at our total stats. So our total offense, we are 4th, I believe it said right there. We are the #1 passing team in the league. That's Manning and Beckham, but we rushed the least. We tried to get CJ Procise to sort of fix Paul Perkins' yardage. That didn't work at all. We're sort of mid of the pack in yards, or rather points per game. And now let's take a look at total defense. We are way down here, but I think this is because of the bye week, because when I simmed to the next week, we were like up at the top again. So I'm not sure really how that works for some reason here. It's a little bit weird, but we are the #1 rushing defense in the league, so we are tremendous at stopping the run. What we really need to work on is stopping the pass, and with the loss of Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie last season, that really didn't help us. We're about middle of the pack in points allowed as well. Now, let us take a look at penalties. We're the least disciplined. With the turnover differential, this is what's costing us. We are a -10. We're putting the ball on the ground. Manning is throwing some costly interceptions. He is getting older, but I mean, overall, I think he's played very, very well, especially recently. 2,800 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. That is very, very impressive. With a 70 completion percentage, he might be the MVP this season. He is playing phenomenal. He started out a little slow, but he's starting to turn around. Paul Perkins, 93 carries, 346 yards, 3.7 yards per carry. Not good enough, and 0 rushing touchdowns. So, of course, he got benched, and then we traded for this man right below him. It is CJ Procise from the Seattle Seahawks out of Notre Dame. 97 carries, 273 yards, and a 2.8 yards per carry. That is not good at all, but he does have 8 rushing touchdowns. Unfortunately, none with us. All of them were with the Seattle Seahawks. So we want to get him started. We want to get the run, the ground game going better, but this is where we shine. Odell Beckham Jr., 53 receptions, 1,036 yards, 19.5 receiving yards per reception. That is impressive, possibly greatest of all time right there. 129.5 yards per game. That's very good as well, and 12 touchdowns already. He is phenomenal. Nolan Meyer, 46 touchdowns, or receptions rather. Holy crap, that would have been awesome. 421 yards and 3 touchdowns. Sterling Shepard, another guy that is also contributing, 32 catches, 377 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And those are the 3 guys right there that are really stepping up. But we also have Brashad Perryman just a little bit below them. He has done a nice job over the middle. And as you can see right here on our offensive line, Eric Flowers allowed the most sacks with 9, Robbie Marler with 7, and Justin Pugh has allowed 6. That's a little worrisome because we paid him a lot of money a couple seasons ago to not allow any sacks at all, but I guess he is a better run blocker than he is pass blocker. And of course, Weston Richburg, obviously our best offensive lineman there, is just very good at everything he does. Tackles, Quan Alexander leads with 49, followed by Shaq Thompson with 45. Tackles for a loss, Quan Alexander leads also, tied with Olivier Vernon for 8. Shaq Thompson with 7 there. And Olivier Vernon leads in sacks. He has 7, and so does Jason Pierre-Paul, so they're neck and neck. And Quan Alexander, middle linebacker, has 5 sacks on the season. That is very impressive. Eli Apple has 1 interception. It should have been 2, one being pick 6, but of course that game got erased. Darian Thompson with 1, and Jack Rabbit Jenkins with another one as well. Now, kicking, Matt Prater has not been that great. He is 4 for 7. That is very weird. He barely has any field goals. I don't know what is up with him. What, have we not been kicking field goals? What the heck? We only have 7 field goal attempts, and we only made 4 of them. That's not that great. His legs sort of cost us that one game. He could have had 9 points, but he just didn't make any of them because we were too far away. Brad Wing has been playing fine. Kick return, not really too concerned about this. We're doing fine, 23 average, whatever. And Adam Humphries there on our punt return. Again, I really don't care. As long as we're able to move the ball down the field, special teams really doesn't matter. And now let's take a look at the remaining schedule. So we have versus Packers, that is at home, at Redskins, at Texans, at Panthers, at Seahawks, 4 right in a row. Then we got versus Eagles at home, but then at the Cowboys and at the Saints. So let's count up right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6 away games. That is very, very tough. So it's a very tough schedule here coming up, and a big injury decision here. Landon Collins, he is going to be back soon, but I do believe that we are going to play Darian Thompson. Yeah, I just don't want to risk it. Collins, 24 years of age, 83 overall. We'll just simply play Darian Thompson back there. He's an 80 overall, and we just want to make sure Collins sits and just rest. That's the end of this episode, guys. Comment, subscribe. Remember, veggies, go to school. Dan Carr Films out. Peace!